Hey you guys, what's up? I hope y'all are having a good day. So I wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I was just thinking and something came over me to go ahead and do the video on DDG and Kennedy, and I already have the message spread out. Before I got the message together and all of that, I did a little pendulum session where I asked the pendulum some questions about DDG and Kennedy, and it kind of shocked me a little bit on what I found out. As I'm going through the message from the cards, I will explain also what the pendulum told me. I only asked a few questions, and I asked the same question a few times to really make sure all the way that it was giving me the correct answers, which it always gives me the correct answers. But the questions that I was asking, it shocked me so much I wanted to ask it a couple more times, so I did. So we're going to go ahead and get into this reading and see what we've got going on. And I think, well, I almost got all the cards in there, but not quite. I only have the only little stand that I have to hold my phone. It doesn't really pull back far enough, so it only lets me like get it situated at only a certain angle, and I'm sorry about that, y'all, but I will continue to try to get it better each time. But I will also put the cards up in the camera view, that way y'all can see it. And don't mind my fingernails. If y'all notice, I literally was like, I'm gonna glue these nails on today, and I did, and then it didn't work and they fell off, and literally the only two that won't come off are in my middle fingers. So how about that? Whatever, just ignore that. I'm sorry. But let's get started with this reading. And the first card that we got for this reading is the Four of Cups. And this card is pretty much, here, I'll hold it here for a second so y'all can see it good. This card is pretty much telling us that someone is feeling a loss of connection, a loss with their self, and I'm getting that is not Kennedy, that is DDG himself, that feels kind of not connected all the way with himself and the universe, I guess you could say. It is telling me that he really needs to reevaluate his life. Like, yeah, he does good at his music, his YouTube videos. He's up there. He's got the subscribers. He's got everything. But sometimes I feel like he's a little too conceited. And money can't buy true happiness. I mean, yeah, having money and being set, you know you're good, but money does not buy true happiness. And I feel like he needs to sit down and reevaluate everything and look at what is really important to him in his life, because as time goes on and he gets older, I mean, what's the point of having all that money if you're not really truly happy at the end of the day? So that card, I feel like that is for him. He's not going to admit that, especially, you know, guys don't admit things like that anyways. But I get the feeling that this card right here it's truly for him. It's a message to him. He needs to really think about everything and step outside of the box and look within his life. The next card that we've got in this message is the Temperance card. And this is telling us that feelings are able to flow freely. This card also represents balance, healing, and harmony. So with them being broken up, and I asked the Pendulum if Kennedy missed DDG, and it said no. But she does still love him, because I did ask, and the Pendulum did tell me that she does still love him. She still has love for him, but she does not miss him, and she would not consider getting back with him. Now, on the other hand, he does miss her, and I believe truly that he is very heartbroken over him and Kennedy. It's just you can see it. You can see it in his eyes. You can tell. You can feel it. Well, I know I can see it. Whenever I watch a video of him or something, I can see it in his eyes. I can tell that he really does miss her a lot. And the Pendulum, I asked the Pendulum if he missed her, and it said yes, he does. And he would like to get back with her, but Kennedy, she would never get back with him. So this card, especially after it came out, after this card, talking about him feeling disconnected and needing to take a look of his life, he needs more balance in his life. He needs to get over the heartbreak and heal from that, so he can find true happiness one day. So this card is telling us that he needs to handle the situation within himself. He needs to fix it, and he needs to start healing himself. The next card that we got in our reading is the Six of Swords. So with this card, it is telling us that all of the strength that he once had has been taken away. But he needs to understand that the worst that could happen, it has passed. It is in the past. It is gone. It's over with. It's done. And once again, he needs to heal himself. He needs to build his strength back up. And that's what I mean by him needing to step outside of his life for a minute and look inside. He needs to look within it, because he will find that balance. He will find that harmony. But it's going to take himself to do that. He's got to see and realize that I think he has, and don't get me wrong, I like DDG. I like his content. I like his videos. I have watched DDG since he literally started. I have watched him grow, literally. And I just feel like he has way too much cockiness now. And that's not really a good thing. But like I said, don't get me wrong, I do like his content. I have watched him grow. I really have. But the cockiness, he's got to bring that down a lot. A whole lot. The next card that we got is the Five of Cups. So with this card, it is a man turning his back on the world. And I feel like he has done that in a sense, because in a way he feels like he is too good for some certain people. And once upon a time, he was not in the position back then that he is in position of now, and that's not a good thing at all. And this is also showing that he has lost relationships, but he still has a chance. Even though he has turned his back, he still has a chance. So once again, this message is coming through so clear that he needs to think carefully. He needs to reevaluate everything. He needs to get his mind together. He's got to figure out what truly makes him happy. And yes, Kennedy made him happy at one point in time, but something happened and he lost her. So that just really threw him down really, really hard. So he needs to understand that he's got to get a grip on reality. He's got to get a grip on his inner self. He needs to do some really, really good soul searching, because within this message, it is telling us a lot about him deep down inside. And I'm getting the message that Kennedy has moved on. She's happy. She does not want to go back. But he has to move past that, and he's got to understand that he will find somebody that really does love him. And I think that's going to be the issue with him, because a lot of people are going to try to get with him just because of his money and because of the life he lives and what he has. And I really hope that he can see through that, because if he doesn't, then whatever females come into his life are going to use him, and that's just going to make the situation worse, because each heartbreak that he comes upon is going to make him even worse. It's going to make it harder for him to love himself again. It's going to make it harder for him to be happy or anything. So he's got to be really, really careful. So the next card that we got is the Wheel of Fortune card. And this is telling us that an unexpected situation will happen, and it will change the outcome of a matter. It is also giving us new opportunities, a new phase in life. We are responsible to shape our own lives, but you have to really do that soul searching and get it in a straight, narrow line for it to happen. And things will get better. A good woman is going to come along and truly love him, but he's got to be able to separate the fakes from the real. Because if he doesn't, then it's going to be way harder for him to even find the love of his life. And right now he's in a good state because he is single. He doesn't really want a relationship right now at all. So this is the best time for him to dig deep within himself, find out his true happiness, and everything's going to come when it needs to come. The next card that we got is the Hangman. And with this message, I'm getting that he needs to just stay where he's at. Pretty much what I just said. He needs to take this time and really, really, really dig deep and figure out what he wants in a female and how he's going to learn to understand what females are good for him and which females are not good for him. So this is pretty much telling us the same thing. He's got to stay strong. Now, yes, he has lost some of his strength. He doesn't show that, but he has. But he will gain it back. It's going to take time. He's still young. It's going to come back. And like I said, he's going to find a girl that was way better than Kennedy ever was. And when he finds that perfect girl, he won't ever think about her again. Because like I said, this message is for DDG and Kennedy, but this message is coming through way stronger for him because she has moved on. She is content with her life right now. She's happy. The next card that we got is the Two of Pentacles. So once again, this is about him making decisions, looking at everything carefully, observing everything the way he should, making right choices. So that just goes with what I just said. Figuring out the fakes from the real. And really, really taking into consideration what that female is looking for and what she's after. Because if she's after nothing but his money and his fame, then he needs to just go ahead and cut it off right then and there. And he has the ability to know. But he's got to soul search himself first. Once he does that, he will be all the way awake. And he will know. He will be able to tell, because the energies don't lie. Bad energies is going to bounce right off of him. Good energies will come towards him. So that's all he's got to do, is just learn how to make good decisions and weigh them out and balance them out. So the next card that we got is the Seven of Cups. And this is telling us that he relies on imaginations or dreams, and he needs to remain grounded and look at things from a realistic view. He's got to, once again, y'all, this is talking about decisions and choices. He's got to stay grounded. He's got to keep his head leveled out, because if he goes out too far, then he's going to make bad decisions or the wrong choices, and then that's going to end up hurting him worse. So this whole message is talking about how he needs to choose wisely about the females that come into his life, because most of them are going to be shady bag chasers. That's all they're going to be, and he doesn't need that at all in his life, period, at all. The last card that we got in this message is the Two of Wands. And this card is telling us that a new goal is on its way to him. It's a plan that he has had in his mind, and it's going to unfold. Whatever he's working on is about to take off. I'm getting that this is probably about his music, because he wants to work harder and have more hits on the music tip. So I'm getting that this card right here is telling us that his music is going to blow up very, very, very soon. So with all of this being said, the love life, all of that stuff, it's gonna come. He's just got to do what he's got to do to make the right choices. But right now, his music is about to take a whole turn. His music is about to blow up. He's going to be known very well for his music very soon. That's what this card right here is telling us. So, long as he just keeps grinding, keeps doing what he's doing, his music is going to blow. His strength is going to come back to him. He's going to continue to feel confident, even though he needs to bring the cockiness down a little bit or a lot. But he's going to be okay, because like I said, with him just living his life and being happy and learning more about himself over time and doing that soul searching, everything's going to come into play. So, and like I said, a female will come, and she's going to be better than any other girl he's done been with, so he doesn't have to keep living on to the past. And before I end this video, I asked the Pendulum if Kennedy was pregnant by DDG at one point in time, and it told me yes, that she was. I also asked if she had a miscarriage, did she lose the baby? And it said no. So I'm like, okay, so if she was pregnant and if she didn't have a miscarriage, I was like, I'm just going to ask it. And I asked it if she had an abortion, and it told me yes. And y'all, I'm not even lying. I asked it 3 or 4 times. I asked that question 3 or 4 times if she had an abortion, and it said yes every single time. I also asked if DDG wanted her to have an abortion, and it said no. He did not want her to. He wanted her to have the child. But she wanted the abortion. She wasn't ready to have a child. She wanted to have the abortion. I also asked if that's the reason why they broke up, because if she had an abortion and he didn't want it, that obviously caused some turmoil or some bad energy. And it said that that is the reason why they broke up. Now, when they broke up, I really didn't keep up with it or anything like that. I don't know what the reason was said why they broke up, but I'm just telling y'all what the pendulum told me, and I legit live by this pendulum. Let me see something. Was Kennedy pregnant by DDG? Did Kennedy have a miscarriage? Did Kennedy have an abortion? Y'all see that? Y'all seen that? I just wanted to do it because I'm telling y'all that I did it, and I didn't want y'all to think that I was making that up or lying. So I went ahead and just asked the questions to the pendulum in front of y'all so y'all could see it, and y'all seen it. It said yes, she was pregnant, no, she did not have a miscarriage, and yes, she had an abortion. So y'all can take that how you want it. I don't know, but I wanted to share that with y'all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys continue to show me the love that y'all are showing me. And once again, I want to thank y'all for showing me that love. I want to let you guys know that I really, 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 really appreciate all of it. I really do. I will do another video tomorrow. The sun's starting to go down, and I really like to do my videos out here because this just feels like my comfort place, being out here in the atmosphere, and so I use the sunlight. But I will do another video tomorrow. I don't know, something just kept telling me to do this video tonight, so that's why I went ahead and did it. I also want to do a card reading on dang, I lost my train of thought, y'all. Oh my gosh. Lord. Well, when I remember, I'll let y'all know. But I had a great idea today. And I just literally, my brain just went crazy. Because I literally forgot what I was going to say. But I'm going to go get this video ready, upload it so y'all can have it. Subscribe to my channel, share all my videos, let all your friends, your family, your mama, your daddy, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, let everybody know about me, because I am the truth. And comment me some more people to do, and y'all know I got y'all. And I think I've done pretty good so far by commenting back to everyone and interacting with everyone, because I want to continue to try to catch every comment and reply back to everyone, because I want to show y'all the love back that y'all are showing me. And I do acknowledge y'all. I see every comment. I really do. So you guys have a great night or day, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. I love you guys very, very, very much.